live. I think we are live. We are live on Cookalong TV. Hello, everybody. It's lovely to see you. We're going to have some fun this evening, aren't we? Aren't we, everyone?
Oh, yes.
Linda, yes, Lisa and Adam, we're all going to have some fun this evening. Thank you for bidding for me to cook with me. Because we've done it to raise money for the Pink Ribbon Foundation, which is a fantastic charity that helps and raises money for helps people with breast cancer, various charities with breast cancer, and they do amazing things. So thank you so much for bidding. It really was wonderful. And everyone else who bid and didn't get through, sorry. But look who I have. I have the wonderful Linda. Now we do actually know each other, don't we? We have a connection.
We do.
Because many years ago, it wasn't how long ago, it was quite a few years ago.
7 years ago, I think.
Yeah, about 7 years ago, I did a recipe for the Celebrity Bake book that you put together to raise money again for a very worthy cause. I think it was my sticky ginger cake, wasn't it?
It was yours, yes. Your sticky ginger cake, definitely.
And what was the charity that it was for?
Ben, the Ben Kinsella Trust. Ben was a 16-year-old that got murdered in Islington, and his sister is Brooke Kinsella.
That's right. And you did. It was an amazing book. It was just lovely. And you even had Mary Berry write the forward in it.
Forward, yeah. And I think the Duchess of Cornwall gave me a recipe as well. So we had over 150 recipes. That's
right. And we met each other because of Food Network, because I was doing a lot of food with them at the time. And so we got together and did the recipe. And then I remember seeing you at various events, signing books. And
do you remember we had a competition for a member of the public to put their recipe in the book? And you helped judge it.
Yes, I did. That was a struggle, having to eat all that cake. I remember that's when we came and we had all that wonderful stuff to eat. And who was it with me?
Eric Landlord came.
He's a handsome chap, isn't he? Yeah. So it was a lovely time. We came to your house, and it was a very, very wonderful time. So lovely to see you, Linda. And then, of course, we have Adam and we have Lisa.
Hi there.
Nice to see you. And you're a yoga teacher, Lisa.
I am a yoga teacher.
Adam, you're a kitchen designer.
That's correct, yes.
Don't look too closely. All right. What we do have is a triangle from sink to the fridge to the cooker, and apparently
I'm very impressed.
So you don't have to walk too far. Wonderful. Well, listen, we're going to have some fun. We're doing a couple of dishes this evening, which I love. I mean, I love spaghetti, I love cheese, and I love garlic bread. So really, basically, it's all my favourite foods. So I hope you like them too. Now, I'm doing them with sausages, but I know we have vegetarians, don't we?
We have some vegetarians and some meat eaters, so we're doing both.
So you're doing a bit of both. Fantastic. That's wonderful. So this is a silly dish that I put together. It was actually for the BBC Good Food Show, and I was doing a demonstration, and I had to do something slightly Italian because I'd been sent to the Amalfi Coast last year. What a struggle. So I was sent there, and they said, you need to do something sort of Italian at Christmas time for a demonstration. I said, okay, I've got an idea. Let's do sausage pie, spaghetti pie. And everyone thought it was a bit of a weird one. But really, this is a sort of a lovely, rich, vegetable, fennel, sort of hinted at sauce. When I say hinted at, it's actually fennel in it. So you've got this wonderful sausagey sauce. And then on top, we're going to put spaghetti tossed in creme fraiche and stick them on top with basil. Then we're going to stock lots of cheese on top of it, and I'm going to bung it in the oven.
Lovely.
Great.
And then
That sounds nice.
I know it's a bit scrummy. And then we're also going to do my ultimate cheesy garlic bread. Okay, so this is the cheesy garlic bread of dreams. Okay, it's got mozzarella in it. It's got Gruyere. It's got more garlic than you can sting a garlic bowl plantation that, and it's got loads of butter as well. No calories in any of this food this evening.
All good calories.
0 calories.
I'll stretch it off.
Yes, exactly. And do some extra downward dogs, and it'll all be fine. Wonderful. Well, we're going to start off by making the sauce because we need to get that cooking. Okay. And also, if you can, just put a pan on with some boiling water, which I think I asked you to do, didn't I? Yeah. So we just need a pan on in the background, just to need to bring it up to the boil. That's it. Lovely. So we're going to be cooking the spaghetti in that, and then I'm going to be cooking. Right now, we're going to make a lovely sauce for it all to go into. Let's shut that over there. I'm running out of room. If you put a good sort of sprinkle of salt in there as well, that would be lovely. Apparently, my microphone isn't absolutely brilliant. So if I look like I'm shouting.
No, you're not shouting.
I'm not shouting. Oh, good. Excellent.
Right, okay. That's all.
Great stuff.
Okay.
You've got a beautiful kitchen there, Adam. Lovely.
Thank you very much.
I have kitchen envy, and I also have kitchen envy with you, Linda, as well, because yours is.
I like the fancy tap he installed with the hot water.
Have you got one of those that you
Yeah,
just
he just put it in just before lockdown, actually. Very lucky.
very lucky? Yeah, that's amazing. That is perfect. One of those.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't have a kettle anymore, I take it. You don't need one.
In the cupboard, just in case.
Well, listen, what are we going to do? If you got are you using the vegetarian meatballs or some vegetarian sausages?
I've got some vegetarian sausages, and I've also got some regular sausages as well.
Okay, so you're going to have 2 pans going with
Exactly.
Okay, so for the sausages, with the meaty sausages, you'll see that they have skins on them. So you want to take the skins off. So just take a sharp knife just down like that, and then the skin will just peel off like that.
Okay.
And you want to do that with all of your sausages. Okay. We've got people watching us as well on YouTube this evening.
Everyone.
All around. I mean, I've told loads of people to I've sent them the link. So hopefully we've got a big audience out there.
Excellent.
Now I'm using my camping stove because it's just it's pointing towards the camera. So I can get it to actually go to
This, do you want to take the
Do the what?
what we're trying to do is get the meat, or the equivalent of the meat out of those.
Right.
So kind of making it so it's a minced meat rather than
Right.
meat sausage.
It's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
I'm a bit earlier.
So I'm
Maybe-
just going to, that's
Does it
it.
just need to fall apart?
for the veggie option.
The veg is going to just fall apart, I
Should we
think.
chop it up? Do you think?
Then Juno, I keep them the same. Yeah, just keep them whole. I'm just going to break up the bits of sausage into little pieces, and I'm just going to fry them.
Hi,
Until
Joey and Amy.
Cut them up and fry them.
Grandchildren are saying hi.
No, she's
oh,
pulling
are
it.
they? Back extra.
So just are you making small balls? Are you or
Kind of making balls. I'm just pulling it apart.
Hi, Sarah and Lana.
In the water.
Just
No.
in, and then it's get them nice and golden brown.
Has to be on.
they're going on a pan that's on? Yeah.
Okay, can you see that? So that's what I'm doing, just breaking them up. That's it.
I might swap the water for the pan then, if the water's not supposed to be hot yet.
No, we're going to put the pasta.
Oh yeah, I'll put that one on there.
That's it. Brilliant.
You just tear them up like that.
Tear them up like that, and then put a little bit of oil into a pan. Fry them up.
Kind of oil.
With a golden brown.
Oil, avocado oil.
Olive oil.
That's perfect. Olive oil is perfect. Avocado oil, probably not. Yeah, I'd go with a bit of olive.
How much?
Bit of olive oil or a bit of rapeseed, fine.
How much oil?
About a tablespoon.
Okay.
Just a bit then.
Yeah. A little woozly bit, as I say. Woozly bit means a small amount.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just going to shove that in.
Should we wait until the oil is very hot, or should we just start chucking it in?
Just chuck it all in.
All right.
Chuck it all in, because we need to get these cooked and browned. And while they're browning, I thought we could cut up some vegetables.
Okay.
I can watch that.
Cool.
I need, I've got my fingers are a bit meaty.
Fingers.
And I have spatulas.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right, Linda.
Sorry?
You're right there.
The sausage. I'm just waiting for the oil to heat up to put the sausage meat in.
Okay.
Forgot to
Have you started throwing it in already before it's hot?
Yeah, just bung it all in because it's all going to, any fat in the sausage will just render down. So I would just, yeah, shove it all in. That's it. Lovely.
Okay.
I'm just stirring mine around. Can you see that? There we go.
That
nice.
actually, with the 2 meats.
Two pieces like that. So once these are cooked, we'll strain them off, just put them into a bowl, and then we're going to fry some vegetables in there. And these vegetables are celery and carrot and fennel. Okay?
Yeah.
While they're browning, if you could just start to cut up those veg, that would be fantastic.
Correct.
If you haven't already done them, because I know Linda's already done them. You're on it. Have you done it too? Fabulous.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Well, I've done it too. I've done my fennel.
My son Ed is a chef, so he's done this, so he's I'm experienced.
Him, so he's done it all.
Take after me for cooking.
He's doing his,
I like to say he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah, me too.
right.
So I'm just slicing the fennel. I'm just going to cut it in half because I don't want to have too big pieces. So there we go. All right, how are your sausages doing?
They're sizzling.
Cool, yeah.
Great stuff.
Okay. Pretty sausage coming along. How are you doing? Cool. That is to get the meat out of there once they're done. You put it in that.
Yeah. Good idea. I like this idea.
What's that?
Right, those are my sausages. Look how lovely and brown they are.
So easy.
Haven't done yet. Mine is still raw.
This is good.
Quite a bit of meat, isn't it?
It's lovely. Smells good as well.
Okay.
I was just thinking, I don't have a glass of wine. I don't know what's going on. It's a
Very
Friday,
good point. It's a very
evening, no wine. What, have you got any wine?
well,
My mum's actually here. She's going to have a glass as well.
Well done, Mum. Sounds very sensible. I'm just going to take my balls out now. Pop them in a bowl, and then I'm going to add my veg to the pan, okay?
So you take the sausages. Mine are not done yet.
No, that's okay. Don't worry. It's absolutely fine. I'm just going to pop mine in there. They don't need to be cooked all the way through. They just really need to be golden brown.
Yeah, I'm just browning.
how do they go around?
Not quite. I'm just slowly, nearly getting there.
Fine.
Okay, so I'll just pop those in. A little bit more olive oil in. And then I'm just going to cook off my veg. So you just put yours in when you're ready, but I'll start the process on mine. That's chopped celery and chopped carrots. And some lovely fennel going in as well. Great stuff.
Should they go in the bowl that you're going to put in the oven, or should they just go in any old bowl for the moment?
Any old bowl for the moment. Yeah, any old bowl's lovely. Yes, please. Chili tonic. Lovely. I'm getting a gin and tonic.
Oh! Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm rejoining you.
What's that?
I can't put the bottle in there.
I'm going to get a glass of non-alcoholic wine.
Okay.
Is Paul having a glass of wine, Linda?
She's disappeared. Maybe she's gone off to get. I think she's gone to get her non-alcoholic wine.
Yeah. I think Paul might be having a glass of something.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Just the tonic would be lovely. Great, thank you. Right, so my sausages are golden brown in here. I've got on the stove my vegetables. So I've got celery, carrots, and fennel cooking now for about 5-6 minutes in this pan. Okay, like that. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay.
Got you. Okay.
There you go.
Do I put a bit more oil in it?
Yeah, just about another half a tablespoon of dash, really, would be lovely. Just help it on its way.
The oil's going, yeah, the oil's staying there.
And add all the veg.
Add all the veg. So add the carrot, the celery, and the fennel. Don't put the garlic in just yet. Hold back on that for a few minutes.
Sorry, I didn't. My husband was talking to me. I didn't hear you.
That's all right. Celery, carrots, and fennel in the oil. Hold back on the garlic for 5 minutes.
I'm allergic to it.
Oh yes, of course. You won't pop it in. That's right.
Okay, I'm going to help with the gin and tonic. That's taking a while, though, sausages.
I bet my son Ed is impressed with this. Aren't you, Ed?
Say again?
I bet my son Ed's not impressed with me. Cheers.
Okay, gin.
Cheers. And I can say it too. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy weekend.
Delicious. This is non-alcoholic rosé.
Ooh,
Very good.
that's lovely. Mine's alcoholic gin and
I
tonic.
think that he's having alcohol.
Okay, let me just turn my water down. How's it going?
How's it? How?
Okay, vegetables are going in.
Gin's nearly done.
Lovely. So what's nearly done? The gin and tonic's nearly done. Yes.
Nearly. Well, no.
Absolutely.
Lisa. I'm Lisa.
Lisa. Can I call you Linda? Sorry, my darling. I've only had one sip of gin.
Cheers. Here you go. You want some?
What's going to happen if I have any more? John always laughs because if I have a glass
Cheers,
of supper. Cheers.
Your compliment, Jack.
Cheers.
Good.
Okay, so your vegetables are sauteing. That's what we want. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Looking
Yep.
lovely. Okay,
No.
so I'm a little ahead of you, so I'm just going to put my garlic in now. But you cook yours for 5 minutes, then put the garlic in. Chopped
Okay.
garlic. All right. If Belinda's not putting any in,
No. Fortunately, I can't eat it.
you're just going to have the cheesy bread then.
Exactly. I love cheesy bread.
Yeah, cheesy bread with loads of parsley is fine. So I just put my garlic in. So I'm carrying on stirring that around.
Actually starving.
Okay.
This is Paul, my husband.
Cheers.
Nice to see you. Cheers, my darling. Cheers. Nice to see you.
Enjoy.
He's looking forward to his dinner.
It's going to be delicious. You're going to love it.
Hi, Paul.
Hiya.
All right, so I've got my garlic in. The next thing, I'm just reversing my recipe to make sure I get it in the right way. I on the recipe I put passata, which is great. If you don't have passata, you can use a couple of tins of tomatoes. I'm just going to do a plug now for Aldi because I don't get paid for it at all. But I bought these for about 28p or something. These are proper Italian tomatoes.
Wow.
And they are the most delicious delicious. In the end, I went and bought the whole cardboard trays of them. I took 3 trays out of the till. I don't know whether they're selling at the moment, but they're proper Italian tomatoes, and the actual juice the tomatoes are in is like passata. It's so thick.
Wow.
Amazing.
So I'm going to use that as opposed to passata today, because I love them. And I got about 80 tins to get through out of the shed. So
I didn't realise.
Here's that, yeah.
look at that.
Well, put that in something completely different.
Sure. Right, I'm going to pop my passata, okay, in with my vegetables now.
Say hello to Leo, my new grandson, to Eden and Tilly and Nate, my other new grandson.
Oh, because yes, you've just had another. How many? You've got 15 grandchildren.
15 grandchildren, yes.
Well, can I tell you, Lisa? I'm about to get number 1.
Oh,
I'm about to get number 1 in about a month's time.
Congratulations, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's still cooking at the moment.
Yep.
But yeah, not long. So it's very, very exciting. All right, I put the tomatoes in, okay, and the garlic.
Do we use the whole bottle?
I think the recipe is steak. 690 grams. So I think it's 1 whole bottle. Yeah.
So just put it in with the vegetables.
Put it in with the vegetables, and then we're going to add to that some fennel seeds and some lemon.
It's everywhere. Oh my god! It's spitting everywhere. Oh my goodness! I'm going to have to clean a nice cleaning job to do.
All right. So the tomatoes gone in with the veg. Oh, lovely.
Linda, I have no idea how you're doing this so quickly. Are you doing it all in time?
Who? Me?
You, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard work. There's lots to do.
There's a lot of prepping.
Yeah.
You're also doing 2 dishes as well, aren't you?
We are doing it double, yeah. But there are 2 of us as well. I think she's doing very well, working very quickly.
Right, so we've got the tomatoes in. I'm going to put the balls back in. Okay, the sausage meat goes back in as well with tomatoes. And any juice that comes out of them. In. Turn it up.
Right, so it's going back in.
Now.
Well, leave that going for a bit.
Everywhere.
Leave that going for a bit.
Lottie?
Yes.
Why did the tomato juice, the passata, spit everywhere? It's gone everywhere.
Everywhere. That's probably just to really irritate you. Did it work? It should have a warning on the side of the bottle. I think it's just because it's gloopy. It's just gloopy, and I think it just jumps around like that in the pan. I tell you what, this is smelling so delicious.
Garlic, I'll put in.
Really, really love it.
I've never made anything like this before.
I missed. I've got the fennel seeds. You've got them as well. Perfect.
1 teaspoon goes in when you put the tomatoes and the meat back in. Okay.
Oh.
So about a teaspoon of fennel seeds go in.
Now?
About a teaspoon.
Yeah, they can go in now. And then you're also going to do the zest of 1 lemon.
With it at the same time?
Same time, yeah. This is a really delicious, it's got so many wonderful flavours in it. Perfect for an autumnal evening. We're there now, aren't we, with autumn?
Yes, definitely. Next week, we're supposed to have a heat wave next week.
Yep, next week is a heat wave. I'm going to pop off to the beach, I think. Woo! Just drop the lemon.
Live near the beach.
We live in the West Country now, so we're about an hour from the beach, so not as close as I'd like, but you know it'll do. So we might just disappear.
Are you still doing? I know not this year, but you're still doing the same food festival.
It's not happening this year, sadly. No, we've actually, because John and I run 3 food festivals now, and all 3 of them have just not happened. Yeah.
Where are the others?
The others are in Bradford on Avon, near Bath, which is where we live near now. And
every year I intend to come, and every year something comes up on that date, and I haven't been able to come, but I really do want to.
yeah, well, next year, come back. We're going to be back with a big,
Yeah.
Last year we had Mary Berry, which was fantastic. So I got to interview her on the demonstration stage. So that was great fun. But yeah, we're going to be 2 days in Bradford next year, in the summer in June, and then 2 days for Tame Food Festival in the autumn. And there's just a bit of me this year, because we haven't got the food festival happening at the end of September as we always do. And last year the weather was a bit rough. Because we're not doing it this year, I really, really want it to rain that weekend to make me feel better. I'm watching the weather.
It's really grown, hasn't it? Because it used to be in the high street.
Yeah, it used to be there.
Field.
Now it's a huge event. 20,000 people come over the weekend.
Brilliant.
Massive. But you just can't do that safely with COVID, so it's just...
No.
All right, so now I want you just to leave this with the sausage and all the flavors and everything just to simmer, okay, for about 15 minutes. I'm going to pop mine at the back here.
Okay. Should just leave it for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay.
Do we put a lid on it?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Just bubbling gently.
Right.
It doesn't need a lid. Yeah.
Bubbling gently, no lid. Bubbling gently.
Right, and I'm now, as well, and a second, I'm just going to top up the...
lower heat.
I was going to...
No, I mean like not. Oh yeah.
We need the pasta to cook.
Okay.
Now, I never knowingly under-cater. I'm completely rubbish, and I always do far too much pasta. So I know, how much did I say?
I mentioned it, but does that look enough?
I said 200 grams.
Yeah.
So that's just under half this.
Uncooked.
So that's what I'm doing. I think it might be too much, but that's what I do. 200 grams is right.
Yeah.
We've actually got the fresh pasta stuff. Is that okay?
Perfect. Well, that only needs to cook for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll leave it for a bit.
I would put that in just before, well, just as we're pulling this out. Yeah,
Fine.
that'll be fine. So let me just put this in. Linda, when you put it in, I've learned this from Jamie Oliver.
Yeah.
Twist it, put it in, and let go, and then the boiling water will just suck it in.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I don't think I twisted it enough. Keep going.
Right.
Am I doing something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on in, Linda.
It's in.
It's in.
Do you
Okay.
have to put olive oil in it to stop it sticking?
It's more. I think the olive oil sometimes is more to stop it boiling over. That's what some people do it for. I just put salt in it, and I just rapidly boil it. Another tip, which is lovely if you're doing pasta with fish, is to always put some lemon zest in.
Right.
Some strips of lemon in it. It just flavours the pasta beautifully. Really lovely. Okay, so while your sauce is cooking and the pasta's cooking, we're going to prepare the butter and the garlic bread.
Where does the basil go? We don't use that yet.
That goes with the pasta, the creme fraiche, which we put on top. Yes, you don't need it just yet. Okay. So I've got some softened butter, and I've got some parsley, and I've got the baked garlic, and I'm going to use fresh garlic as well. So be really generous with the parsley.
Yeah.
So
I've got curly parsley.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let me just check my 2 secs. There we go. Where are you going to put it? Before I shout it, has anyone else got Alexa?
Yes.
Okay. Alexa, set timer 11 minutes. Is yours set as well?
Mine's off.
Yes!
Brilliant.
Everyone's Alexas have all gone off.
moving around.
I didn't even know you could do that. I'm going to do that all the time.
That's brilliant.
I
Wonder how many people's Alexas have gone on.
That's hilarious. Oh yes, how many people at home?
Okay. Alexa, play Radio 2. Here's Radio 2. Have you got Radio 2?
I didn't understand.
No. Right, Alexa, stop. All right, so I'm going to chop up the parsley, stalks and all, if you've got them. Don't worry about that. Stalks have lots of lovely flavour.
Is that for all herbs?
Yeah, the stalks do have a lot of flavour in them. I mean, coriander as well. It's soft herbs. I tend to put them in and chop them in like this. Something like thyme, I take the leaves off. Although the actual stalks of thyme are brilliant if you're roasting a chicken, just to pop around with some stock. So, because they still have a lot of flavour in them. So don't waste your stalks.
Very interesting.
Now, did you bake your garlic earlier on?
Yes, you did.
Perfect. So here I've got garlic which was cooking just in foil with a little bit of olive oil, and I did it for about 40 minutes, and so you get these beautiful, soft, gorgeous, soft cloves of garlic, which just
that would just kill me.
Would it? It just
making me hungry.
So I'm just going to peel the garlic off, and then just literally, if I just show to the camera, you can just squeeze it out, and it's this beautiful soft garlic. Now this is just going to add even more flavour to this ultimate garlic bread. Okay.
What number should the oven be on?
I've got it on about 180, 190.
Yeah, that's what I put it on. Okay.
We're going to put all of this garlic in, and then we're going to add some fresh garlic as well. Linda, you've got chopped parsley going in. You're also going to put some Gruyere in as well.
I missed the first one you said. What did you say to me?
The parsley. You've got the chopped
the
parsley.
butter.
Yeah. So in your butter, which is softened, you can pop your parsley in. Well, I'm still squeezing. Do you know, this is a bit like squeezing a spot, isn't it?
It really is.
That's disgusting.
So I mean, who's that Dr. Pimple?
Oh, God. I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm going to stop on my butter. It's too hard.
Right, so I've got the garlic in there, and I'm just going to put the parsley in as well.
It's rethink the.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever get that out of my mind now.
I'll never be able to look at garlic the same.
I've never done this before. So good. Interesting.
It's a lovely way to cook garlic, and it just softens the glow, really. It makes it slightly less harsh.
Right, yeah.
It's soft garlic, but saying that, I'm also going to be putting in the fresh garlic. So we're going to give it a whack of...
What do you think instead of garlic, Linda?
Nothing.
Ah.
So I'm sorry, I put the garlic and then the parsleys in together with the butter.
Into the softened butter, yeah.
And how much of the softened butter do we
150 grams of butter.
Right.
And it's got to just be soft.
Yeah.
Linda, you could put a bit of basil in this if you want, as well as your parsley.
My batter's a bit too soft.
Oh dear. Oh, it'll be all right. Once you add the cheese to it, it'll be fine.
I'll add a bit of basil to it.
Yeah, shove some basil through, then you can enjoy a couple of different other flavours in there. So I'm just going to I've got 4 cloves of normal garlic, unbaked. So I'm just going to chop that up, and that's going to go in as well.
Are you doing the unbaked? Okay. 4 cloves of unbaked.
Yeah. They're going in. Chop them up.
Yeah.
This is such a fantastic garlic bread. It's so naughty. It's so cheesy and buttery and herby and garlicky and everything. All the E's at the end of it.
This is going to be very tasty.
Really scrumptious. Okay, so roughly chopped. Pop that in
Can you do that?
your bowl.
My fingers are covered in
Yeah, I can do that.
garlic. Oh, I've got to get it. Garlic. Oh. See what she means about the spot. I just squished it out like that. And that was made it much easier, actually.
Yeah,
Oh.
You squeeze them. Yeah, it does. It just literally just pops out.
Ah.
Mine doesn't look as much as yours, Lottie.
Why? Well, it's only because yours is a little softer. It'll be fine. Don't worry. I've got.
Yeah, mine's a bit soft.
It's all right. Don't worry. It'll be fine because when you're squidging it in, it'll be fine. I'm also going to add some Gruyere to it as well. So we've got about 50 grams of grated Gruyere cheese going in, ready grated. Because that's what I've done. So just grate that in and pop that into your butter. So you now have a cheesy, garlicky butter.
Sorry.
I could just that. But I won't. Can I give you that? I don't need it.
I've lost it.
Right, I'm just going to go and check my pasta.
See.
the Gruyere, 80 grams.
Very weird.
I use lemons. It's a good sauce.
You want to tell her? If I got to cut it out.
Yeah, like grated, it's going to be grated, but like just kind of slice it.
Oh, no, no, in the packet.
Oh, gosh.
Right, if you want to say.
Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, just slice it.
Okay, Alexa, how long on the timer? 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. So don't forget your sausage sauce to season it with some salt and pepper as well.
Okay, it's gone in. So I've got the raw garlic, the cooked garlic, the parsley and the butter all together. Mush it together.
Mush them all together. And then grab your breadstick.
Did you tell me to put, I had to put cheese in this, yeah?
Yes, Gruyere cheese. Oh yes, sorry, Adam, you need to put your Gruyere cheese in there as well.
80 grams.
Oh, I think this is less.
Yeah, his is what his scale.
I'm a bit hungry, so I'm just going to have the end of my bread.
Just a bit of cheese. Starving. What do you want? What do I do with the bread?
Right. We're going to cut the bread in intervals, but not all the way through, like you do with normal garlic bread. So take it down, but just cut it so it's still joined at the bottom.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to cut it into the sizes of the pieces you want.
Back away. And keep mixing that.
Okay. Wow.
Done?
Lovely. Right. We need some tin foil.
How much?
So good, this food.
And I just put some baking paper on top. That isn't, if you don't have it, don't worry, but I do. So I just put some baking paper on top of the foil.
And put the bread on.
And then you lie your baguette on top. Okay. All right, so now you take one mozzarella ball.
Is this a mozzarella? Yeah.
Anyway,
Where's the mozzarella?
mozzarella balls.
Yeah.
And then you divide it between each of the cuts. Okay, so you just squidge it into inside each cut of the bread. Just give it a good squidge down. You can be quite bossy with it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to slice the mozzarella. Okay.
Is that what? Okay.
We're doing it slightly differently. We're doing something slightly different.
That's
We
fine.
got a sourdough loaf rather than a French bread.
That's fine. Oh, it'd be delicious.
He prefers sourdough, health reasons.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We make our sourdough here, and it's what we have. Alexa, timer off. Thank you. Right, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you've got all your mozzarella in, now you squidge in your butter. So you can use your fingers and get that butter in as well. Okay, so really again, press it down in, and you see me doing this, into each hole, each crevice. Really stuff that butter in. Smear it over the top.
Lottie, should I just slap this on my hips then?
Absolutely. In fact, if you want to do it on your hips, and then you just can bypass the middleman. As I said, there's no calories in this at all.
No.
But do you know what? If you're going to do garlic bread or garlic cheesy bread or just cheesy bread once in a while, just do it, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just go for it. And it's a great, great bread to have, you know, at barbecues as well.
Hopefully, I started a diet this week.
Right, so squidging it down all the way along. Inside. And if you've got any left, just smear it over the top.
Probably,
Amazing.
yeah, it will be amazing. You might want to be able to do. You probably be able to do the other bit.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, it's going to be fun wearing a face mask tomorrow, isn't it? And breathing in your own
Yeah,
air.
oh my God.
Do you want to get another?
Right, so there we go. So now it is just a case of wrapping it up nice and tight, okay? Well, not too tight. You want to make sure there's a bit of room across the top. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then bung it in the oven.
Do you want a piece of mozzarella in every bit?
Yeah, in between each slice.
Sorry, my darling.
Piece of mozzarella
In each bit.
in
And
each.
then squidge the butter in on top of that.
Oh, butter. Oh, yeah, it's already. Yeah, it's all in.
Yeah, the garlic butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way as long as.
I did the butter first because it was with the sourdough. It was a bit difficult to get the
Yeah,
butter on top
no
of the
worries.
mozzarella.
No worries at all.
Okay.
It goes in.
There you go. Done. Wow.
That's fitted in my oven, just.
Yes, me too. Actually, I had to put it in sideways.
Yeah, a bit diagonally.
Right, we're going now. While I'm just doing this, I'm just going to strain my pasta because it's now done. Adam,
Ah, that's going in.
you pop your pasta in. Yeah.
You're going to take the pasta out the water now.
Yeah, you can just strain it all out. We don't need the water for it.
Right, so one.
And then put it back in your pan. How's it looking on the?
Add a bit more pasta, maybe.
Let's do that.
Doesn't look that much. Enough for Paul.
You'd be surprised because so basically the idea behind this pasta is that it actually becomes a pie lid. So that's what we're doing. So I put the pasta back into the pan, and to this I'm going to add creme fraiche, chopped basil, and a little parmesan, and then we're going to use this to be the pie lid of the pie.
Okay.
That makes sense. So I'm just going to double check my receipt.
Wait, is this going in with the pasta, the creme fraiche?
Yes, the creme fraiche. So we need about, where are we? About 175 mils of creme fraiche, and 25 grams of parmesan. So creme fraiche going in. I need just a little bit more.
What am I going to do with this cheese?
Oh, we can make a fondant.
What?
Make a fondant at some point.
Fondant?
Yeah. Oh, my
And
God.
about 25 grams of parmesan goes in. So you stir that in to flavour it.
Parmesan.
You've got this beautiful creamy spaghetti mix. And then finally, I'm just going to put some chopped basil in there as well. So that's just going to be some really pretty flecks of basil and a lot of lovely flavour. Again, Lisa, you can add the stalks because they've got lots of flavour to them. So I'm not fussy. Don't mind a few stalks going in. Just shred that through. Okay.
Keep that over there.
That's
Okay. All stirred through. This is actually a really lovely sauce for pasta anyway. Just creme fraiche, basil and parmesan. Quite delicious.
While we're doing this, Lottie, can I talk about a book that my niece has written?
Well, I tell you what, once we pop this in the oven and we're waiting for the garlic bread as well, and waiting for it to cook, I thought we could do that then. Would that be all right?
Lovely.
I can concentrate properly and listen, and because I want to know all about it. I think it's a wonderful idea, that book. Okay, so how are you doing, Adam? Is your spaghetti done, my love?
We are, no, the hot water needs to heat up again a little bit, but we're almost there, I think. A couple of more minutes in the pasta. So I've got the pasta on the boil. I'm going to chop up the basil now.
Yeah.
And then what's going in with that? The creme fraiche. How much?
Yeah, about 175 mils of creme fraiche and a good tablespoon of parmesan. That goes in as well. And then you get this lovely sort of creamy basil parmesan topping.
Okay. So 175 grams.
You're just doing so brilliantly, all of you.
Actually,
I'll do that.
it's roughly half.
This is not too big, I think. Why I made that.
You're a dab hand with a knife, Adam.
Oh, thank you.
I just tasted a piece of sausage. It's delicious.
I like to cook, but I have to say, I'm not really like, so I don't know, I love fennel, but I don't really do very much with it because I never know what to do with it.
I love
So
it.
with this.
It's a funny vegetable. I tell you what, really, it's lovely braised as well, and just some stock.
Ooh,
We
nice.
have that quite often with fish.
Yeah.
A few fennel seeds and a bit of lemon, and it's really lovely. It's great with salad too. It's a lovely dish. Just a lovely vegetable. I'm just going to try this because I want to make sure there's enough seasoning. Bear with. Perfect. That was my excuse anyway, to have a little bit of pasta. Okay, right. I'm just going to move on, Linda, to put the together while they're just waiting for their issue.
What are we doing?
Here's the sauce, all cooked.
Yeah, looks good.
Taste it, the seasoning. Okay,
It's delicious. It's really good.
Nice. Oh, it's lovely. There you go.
Oh, that looks great.
Fine.
You've got the lemon, you've got the cheese in there, and it just lightens it. It doesn't make it too hefty. It's quite a light. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the
It's really coming through. It's delicious. It smells amazing.
Okay.
My flattered bowl was flattered everywhere.
Right.
Right. And next, this is the fun bit. Okay. You can use your fingers if you want, if it's not too hot, but I just put the spaghetti just sits on top, so it's a little bit, it's kind of upside down. All right, so just put your spaghetti over the top of your sausage.
Oh, it smells divine.
That can go in here.
Is that that's the meaty one, isn't it?
Delicious.
The meaty one or the
Rest of that on there. Everything out of here, all the basil, all the cream.
Oh, it's too big. It's too bad now.
right. Without the spaghetti,
The spaghetti's going to go on the
there's
top of
not enough
that.
room for spaghetti.
You add the spaghetti to the creme fraiche and the parmesan and thing. You mix it all together, and then you pop it on top of your sausage mix.
Got you.
I think you have to have
Lovely. Right. Next, because there's no calories in this dish, ordinarily, I probably wouldn't do the ultimate garlic bread with this as a meal because it's probably a little cheese carb heavy. However, I wanted to show both dishes. So, you know, tonight we're eating it all together. Tomorrow we have to run a lot to run it off. But ordinarily, this is actually probably enough on its own. So I'm going to just dot over the top now, because I can, mozzarella on top of the spaghetti. As if we're going to go for it. We're just got to, really, haven't we? So mozzarella over the top.
All of that, there's a lot of mozzarella.
Yes, yeah, I know. Lovely. Lovely. Again, you know, you could just slap it straight on the thighs. I totally agree.
On my hips.
Yes.
The slim, svelte hips.
Actually, do you know what? You could probably use the half fat if you wanted to. You could use the half fat creme fraiche. You could use the half fat mozzarella, the lighter one.
I use the half fat creme fraiche in it. I don't put it all in.
You could. And then, and I can hear a sharp intake of breath, we then cover it in grated cheddar cheese.
Oh my God.
Okay. And then I'm going to go and bung this in the oven.
You do the rest now. Creme fraiche and cheese again.
I think I over measured on the cheese, but I'm just putting it all on anyway. Right, so now this is going to go into the oven.
And the creme fraiche and a tablespoon of.
Here it is, everyone. Oh, for you all to see is what. So that's got mozzarella and it's the cheddar on top of the spaghetti, on top of the sauce, into the oven.
I've never cooked sausages with spaghetti before. It looks really nice.
It's a very different and it's honestly, it's a really scrumptious dish. And, you know, the amount that we've made tonight is for quite a few people. You know, it does last well. I've got enough there for a rugby team and a football team. And anyone else that wants to pop by? So that's in there. So in about 5 minutes or so, we're going to have a look at the garlic bread and open it up, and then leave it open and put it back into the oven for a few minutes, and so it goes all nice and golden brown. You won't believe the amount of washing that's to my right hand side.
I'm just thinking, who's going to wash up for me?
Honestly, I've got so much washing up. So while that's in the oven, Linda, do you want to tell me a bit about the book?
I'd like to. My niece Sophie Morris, she's written a book, and it's a beautiful book. It's called Corona the Germ, and it helps young children process their feelings brought on by the coronavirus. It's an essential book really for schools, for children, for their parents, that they can have right now. It's available on Amazon, and it's called, hold on, I've got one here. It's brilliant. It's called Corona the Germ. Brilliant. All beautifully illustrated, and it tells them all about it. It's actually the perspective from the germ, how the germ feels about it, and it's brilliant book. And, you know, it really does help my grandchildren. I've read it to my grandchildren. They keep asking me to read it again because it really does help them. So they're hoping to get it into schools, and you know, the people will buy it, and the proceeds of it, all the proceeds from the UK and 50% of the proceeds from the US go to families that are in need, that have been affected by coronavirus. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I think that's really good because it's so true. You know, kids, we just talk about it, don't we? And it's very scary, and don't do this, don't do that. You're not allowed, you know, wear your mask, don't, you know. And actually,
there's lots of anxiety in this world.
That's what I was just about to say. It's just adding more.
That's what I have to deal with people. That's my job. Dealing with anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously it's at its peak at the moment, and now we've just heard again about the R rate going up.
Continuous.
But yeah, it
goes up and down, but people's anxiety is skyrocketing at the moment. But I have been doing something that helps, and Linda has been trying it.
And it's brilliant. I have
Deep breathing pranayama practice.
It's absolutely brilliant.
And at Linda, I'm very impressed with her because she's been doing it with me.
It's very good.
It's
very helpful for anxiety.
It's very good for your breathing.
Yeah, amazing.
And this is the yoga,
Actually, you can do yoga with all the poses.
Yeah.
And the next level up is deep breathing, pranayama.
And it's just all about the breathing. And you
have to learn how to just notice your breathing, first of all.
Yeah.
Even noticing what your breathing's doing, because your breathing just comes along with you, if you understand my meaning. Your body does this, your mind does that, and your breathing just has to respond.
Yes.
So normally, and if you get people who get over breathy, you know, like palpitations or all sorts of things, can really be helped with. Loads of people. It helps all sorts of people.
It does really help you, and it does calm you down. And after you've done it, you feel calmer. It's very enjoyable. And Lisa's very good at it.
We work with the body mainly. We work with the body, we get the body stable, and then we learn how to just calm the senses and draw inwards. And instead of looking out and constantly being alert, which is the fight or flight.
Well, it's fight or flight, isn't it? Exactly. And your body's doing adrenaline, not adrenaline, and then it gets stuck on adrenaline. And
corona, I think, anxiety brings us into flight or fight, flight or freeze as well. There's also freeze. And what we do works with it. So anyway.
These go in the oven now?
Yes, in the oven. In the oven. I'm just going to go and check the garlic bread.
All right. So if anyone wants to buy this book, it's available on Amazon, and it's great for children to explain to them what's going on.
Where am I going to put this?
Well worth buying, and it's raising money for charity as well, which is great for families during Corona. So it's very good.
Does it need a lid? Sorry, Linda.
Just straight in. Now I've just taken the garlic bread out. Oh. Hello. Just it's hot. I've got to be very, ow, it's hot. Hold on. I've just got to take this up to the camera on my, there we go. Oh, it's rolling over.
It's all like oozy and sticky and lovely.
It's absolutely scrumptious. So now,
It smells amazing.
I'm going to put this back into the oven,
Right.
open, okay?
Amazing.
Look at that.
Well, it smells divine.
Oh my God.
Back in open, so it's going to go a little bit golden brown. So just unwrap it, keep it unwrapped, and then
Ruby, say hello. Ruby came on, smelt it, oh there she is, and ran away.
Asking when is dinner?
Sorry, my darling.
My husband's asking when is dinner? It's coming.
Hovering, when is it ready? Oh, it smells good. Right, in the oven?
Yep.
Oh, I had to really almost like squeeze it in with my feet. It's so long. I got an extra long one. I don't think I should have done.
Or non-alcoholic wine.
That's very, very good. I'm actually not. I'm on the gin and tonic. It's Friday. As you do. What have you got planned this weekend?
We are going to pick up a puppy.
What's the puppy?
Yeah. A black lab. We are traveling to Wales to go and get it. So we're very excited.
Oh, that is so,
We are a house of 2 cats already,
yeah.
and we're going to add a puppy to the mix.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. And the puppy will be, the cats will be the cock of the roosts. So that's a good way to do it because they'll be in charge.
That's what we've heard. So I'm really, really excited. The kids can't wait.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a little girl called Suki, they're going to call it. So very excited. Suki Blue.
Blue.
I like that name.
I think that's a gorgeous name. We've got a Winnie.
Oh,
Winnie.
Reed.
She's a bit grumpy. She's a cockapoo. She's a bit grumpy with me today because we had to bath her because she rolled in cow poo on her wall. Come here, Winnie. Come here. Come here. Right, I don't know how we're going to do this. Come here. I'm going to have to pick you up, aren't I? Come here. Oh no, she's not. She's seriously. She's just walked off. John, you can grab Winnie. Pick her up. So I can show her off.
Not a fan of the bards, then?
No, she's so cross. I can't tell you how cross she is. Here she is. She's coming now. She'll have to be carried because she's not talking to me. She loves her mummy, but just bring her into shop. There's Winnie.
Oh, sweet. Oh, she's lovely. How old is she? Is she young?
She's 2. Yeah, she's about 2.5 now, but yeah, she's not happy with me tonight.
No, I can see she's not keeping eye contact or anything.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
I'm in so much trouble. Well, actually, John was the one that really bathed her, but I'm the one that gets the blame.
Yeah.
But if you show, she likes butter.
Oh, really?
Not very good for their pancreases. It's not. I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
We have a butter paper. She likes it. Her treat is to lick it. She loves dairy, cheese, butter, everything. You can get pills down her with cheese.
Ah, yeah. My old dog that we used to have when she was like amazing. Where we would give her treats with pills. She'd eat the treats and then spit the pills out afterwards. I don't know how she did it.
That's clever. No, they're quite canny for a dog. No, you'll have a lovely time. Puppies are the most glorious things. They are so much fun. Oh, they're having a black lab. Except for the first night. Yeah, or our first night with Winnie, it was like, no, she's going to be downstairs. She's going to be downstairs.
That's what we're saying at the moment.
3 o'clock in the morning, we were both sitting down there with a dog who was like a toddler. Going,
Oh, no.
She's never been downstairs since.
Oh my gosh. Oh, don't tell Lisa that. She really is like foot down adamant that the dog's not going to be upstairs. But if that's the case, it might well be. At least on the first night, maybe. Who knows? Well,
you cannot. Yes, I mean it is fatal, but you know they're so cute and they look at you, their little eyes, and you just melt. You can't help yourself, really.
Absolutely.
So, that would be good. What about you, Linda? What are you doing this weekend? Puppy?
Seeing family, I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Wait, it's the last chance now to see any.
No, it's terrible. It's just awful.
I know.
What's your plans?
I know. It's all a bit strange, isn't it? I don't know where we're heading. I don't know where we're heading, but
I think we're heading back to lockdown is in the immediate time. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we've got to, haven't we? Well, I say we've got to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about really, but it isn't it. We're supposed to be going to Wales glamping at the end of September.
Ooh,
at
nice.
some point. And this lovely, beautiful place on the Gower, big safari tents and everything. And I mean, if they shut down Wales,
I think Wales is better, isn't it, than here? Aren't they allowed more people than us?
I don't know. I don't know if it's changing. I know they've closed off Caerphilly.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that. But also, if you get tested before you go, we actually went glamping as well nearby in Frome a couple of weeks ago. We went with another party, and we basically all got tested beforehand, so that we knew we were completely free of the virus, and that way we were able to sort of. This was before it all changed, but that mixed together.
Lottie's husband had it at the very, very beginning of March when they didn't really know much about it and what was going on, and I didn't get it. I never caught it from him, which is unbelievable.
And your husband had it?
Yeah.
Who had it? Wow. Go on. And you just didn't.
He was ill for 2 or 3 weeks, and they didn't sort of quite know what was going on with it, so they weren't sure if he had it. They wouldn't test him because they just didn't think he had it. But when we got tested about 6 weeks ago, he'd got the antibodies and I didn't.
So and you didn't get it, isn't it weird? And I think as long as it might be just sort of like viral load, maybe. I don't know how much you get from.
Don't know.
It's a very strange one, isn't it? It's a very strange one.
Oh look, you've got those, and I've got this.
Oh, I've got that too.
Love it.
Yes, I got it. And I've got the Pinny, Linda. I went mad. Pinny, that tray, and I got the tins.
Yeah, they're great. They're really
that was too much time on lockdown on my own.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have a look and see how things are going. So I think we're almost there. Well, my garlic bread is ready, and I thought maybe if I brought that out, and then we can have a little try, because I might have a little try of that.
Yeah.
Then I'll bring out my pasta, and we can serve that up. What do you think? I mean, how's yours all faring?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
That looks awesome. Look at that.
That does look awesome. That looks incredible. Oh.
The smell, I can't tell you.
Can't we eat it?
Yeah, we can.
Oh,
Can we?
You can eat it.
Come on, let's try garlic bread.
John, do you want some garlic bread?
I have to put it on here. Do you want some garlic bread? Come on.
Here's mine. Mine's all done now.
Do you mind being on camera? Do you mind being on camera?
Oh God, it all looks so amazing. Look.
Yes.
I think we're just gonna have to
Dig in.
Oh.
It's gonna be done.
It down. Seriously, amazing. Do you want some, John?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, middle piece.
You want a middle? You want a middle?
What's going on?
I do hope that everybody who's watching this as well. Surely.
Can I not while I'm waiting?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Already cooking in.
Cheesy string alert.
Mm.
How about that for sort of just cheese? I think this is cheese porn, isn't it?
Yeah. One.
Really good.
There we go.
Even without the garlic.
Yeah. How do you serve that?
Get a plate.
Really difficult. Just some of the time I just say everyone just pull it apart and.
No, I mean the meatball thing.
Oh, the meatball thing. Well, I just will in a minute. I'll just get it out and we'll take. I just serve it onto a lovely dish. Just take a spoonful out. Try a bit of this naughtiness. Have you tried it? Good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, kind of just got to get messy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Still screaming.
Try some.
That's quite naughty, isn't it?
Grab it.
Oh my god, look.
It's got that.
Oh my god.
Mm.
What are you going to do with that?
So
You're
good.
gonna do a cheesy garlic bread or just a cheesy bread. You've got to whack loads of cheese and butter and garlic in.
Oh yeah. Lotte, this is
really
incredible.
good.
This is so good.
This is insane.
You just imagine this. It's so easy to put together. And what I do is I put it all together the day before the party and just bung them in the oven, put them out, and then everyone just can dig in.
That's very nice.
As I said, it's a good job we're in our own face masks tomorrow. I'm going to have one last little bit. I can be very naughty and just have that bit there.
Oh. When my family next come here, I'll have to make this.
Okay, so
I think the children are happy. You've got a
I
plate.
do not like cheesy garlic bread like that. That's totally gorgeous. Right.
You're going to stink tomorrow though, but that's okay because we're going to
You already-
Wales.
Yeah.
So if you don't happen to be, it does freeze very well. So we've got that lovely little piece. Let's have a look and see how the spaghetti pie is coming on.
It's all right.
I think the weight I lost this week's just gone back on. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Right.
Now, ideally, I'd probably let that go a little bit browner on top.
Oh, look, that's what you're getting next, Mia.
Where's that?
That's your dinner. That's what your dinner's going to look like.
So shall I serve it up so you can see what you're getting?
Yeah. Then ours ready.
I mean, Mia's could be because it's much more.
So spaghetti pie.
Oh, hedgehog's out.
We've got hedgehogs outside, which is why you'll hear the dog barking. Okay, so spaghetti lid.
I've got it in my eye.
And underneath you've got this amazing sausage sauce.
So good. I think this is ready.
I've made it. You probably like, I'll tell you how much mess I've made on top of this plate. I'm gonna have to- Right, so there we go. There's the pie crust. Now, ideally, I would probably cook that for about another 15 minutes because what I'd like is that spaghetti to get a little bit crusty. You know, just get a little bit browned and golden, and then you have a sort of a nice proper crust on top, really. But if you can't wait that long,
She's not. The vegetarian says no. It's ready.
I think we're going to eat
It's
it.
ready for her.
there you go.
Look at that. Wow.
So
That's
that's
what you're eating now.
So the idea is that spaghetti is the pie lid, all right? So if you give it another 15, 20 minutes in the oven, that'll all get crisp, and so it's a much more solid pie lid, which is fine. But, you know, if you can't wait that long.
It's divine.
You use a cake slice or something. It's a pie.
Pie?
Absolutely divine.
Pie. You
No. So good.
Oh, this is good.
So you're serving up supper.
I am indeed.
At 9 o'clock.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Really? There you go. Look at that. That's the veggie option. It came out brilliantly.
Delicious.
Oh, that looks amazing.
That was amazing.
I know.
Do you want the veggie option or the meat option, Ruby?
Delicious.
That looks fabulous.
Meats.
See yours, Linda.
Hold on. I put half of it in bowls.
Wow, that looks beautiful. Listen, I think we're probably at the end, aren't we?
That was really great. Thank you.
You had a nice time.
I'm very tempted to eat it with chopsticks.
Good. I'd do it.
Go for it.
Have a very nice dinner now.
There we go. And you can now sit down and relax. All the cooking's done. Just ignore the washing up.
Yeah.
They can do that. They can do that.
Says thank you for dinner.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, no,
Thanks,
thank you so much for bidding for me. It was a massive pleasure, and we raised some good money for the Pink Ribbon Foundation, which is the most important thing, isn't it? So it helps people with breast cancer. So it's very dear to my heart, that.
Oh, if they want to buy this, you can buy it on Amazon.
I love the idea of that book. I think it's brilliant, and I think that's just what they need. So I'm feeling very, very happy, and I'm now going to eat and go into a cheese and pasta and bread coma.
Sounds good. We'll join you in about 15 minutes.
Listen, thank you so much, and thank everyone else for watching. It's been really, really lovely to see you, and have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your little Suki. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Linda.
I've got like cheese.
That's it.
There's more balls there.
Well done.
More cheese. Yeah,
I think Linda's gone.
If you want more cheese, you can have more cheese.
That's it. We can go.
I wanted the one with
Bye, guys.
I'm eating.
You're not with that, you're not.
Why?
Because this isn't an
Well, I